Hello, C2C fans, CEI fans, and all our future fans. This is Kanada, C2C Innovations. Just saying hello. Uh, the scenery that I have today is truly amazing. Can't do nothing but thank the creator. Just even having this opportunity. I'm actually shooting this video from Thailand. First major trip out the country. I've been out the country a couple times. Definitely my father's trip. Most adventurous trip. Different culture, totally different. And it's like day 30 for me, if I'm not mistaken. It's been truly amazing. It's life changing for me. Just seeing the way they live, eat, especially the way they treat the older people. I was just telling the buddy, most of the street vendors out here have their mobile kitchens on bicycles. And I saw an older gentleman and a lady one time struggling to kind of get bike turned around, and just the way that the young individuals kind of jumped in and helped out, which is it's kind of huge for me. Definitely one of those that have a lot of respect for my elders. That's just the way that I was raised. I try to raise my kids the same way. If anybody knows my kids, one thing about them, they're definitely respectable. But just kind of giving you guys a little update, kind of where I am, where this video is coming from. I'm actually shooting this just to kind of talk about myself, some of the things that I've done. I think business adventures that I've done, joint ventures or people that I've done business with. And then also just talk about our next move, which is C2C. That's been started by Tony Smith and Mercedes, Bono, and myself. It's their bright idea. But just rolling with it. It's definitely new to me, especially when it comes to the teaching aspect. But I've been got to teach it. I think my buddies laugh. He's like, "Man, you hired me when I was 14, or I was 14, and I was hiring friends." And that's a testament to my parents, just being able to be around business. And business dad's 41 years. I think he turns 42 this year. I need to make sure that's right. But since the early 80s, I'm 45, so do the math. But that's been a blessing. And just, some of that stuff, even as a child, I kind of took it for granted with kids. I've run around in my parents' office when I was 7, 8. My mom had a beauty supply store, which originated in Talladega, Alabama. But I guess to go back, it kind of started the business just from needing extra income, supplemental income. Dad said they was drag racing and not having fun on bill money, and they just got kind of tired of living that way. Started to pursue janitorial side, just picking up extra work, and I still vaguely remember some of the early buildings we had in Clay County, Alabama, veterinarian clinics, car dealerships. I mean, it seems like kind of warp speed, but we ended up moving to Talladega, which is about 30 miles from Clay County, Alabama, which is where I'm originally from. And it just seems like business just blew it. Next thing I know, we're having Christmas events, and we got 70 employees, 60 employees, and families. So it's 120, 130, 140 people there. And my mom has me up speaking. I won Employee of the Year, which I was a good employee. I always have been. Taking every job that I ever had, I've dominated or tried to get to the top. And that's something that was just instilled in me as a child. And again, that's a testament to parents. But unfortunately, parents divorced. Dad kind of kept things rolling. He moved to Oxford. I got a chance to stay with him. I think that's a big part of the reason why I am the way that I am. One, I had him as a child, and then even after they unfortunately split up, I was able to go stay with my father. And it wasn't always easy, but he instilled a lot of discipline, just leadership in me at a young age. So kind of taking the lead, thinking things through, understanding how to make decisions in tough times or in a jam. I mean, it's just something that I've been put in so many situations, even as a child. I mean, just kind of naturally built that way. I wanted to do a few things different than Dad. I think one of the main things changed for me was when Hurricane Katrina hit, and I was able to do some work on our military base, which is Fort McClellan. They had closed the base down, and they had opened some of the old barracks up for evacuees that were coming to the city. And at that time, we were stripping and waxing a lot of floors, a lot of cleaning, just doing, more on the janitorial side. And I always I love construction, just the aspects of construction, especially outside work. but inside is just as fascinating as well. So I wanted to kind of do some things different. Again, back to that situation with Hurricane Katrina, a FEMA project came up. I think one of Dad's buddy, Jerry, who had a big carpet cleaning business, was presented an opportunity. He didn't do floors, we did. Where I may have normally got 35, 40 cents a square foot, this now equaled out to 60, 70 cents a square foot. And when I say I went to work, I mean, I went to work. And it was very profitable. And from that moment on, I always knew that I really wanted to try to work for the federal government just because. So, there's a couple things I changed different from that. And I'm starting a company. At first, it was Cleaning Experts Incorporated. And then we ended up changing that name to CEI Services due to not wanting to be boxed in under the janitorial. And I had a mentor, which is one of the first customers that I really picked up personally. It's Harris Construction, which is right there in Anniston, Alabama. Still do work for Harris to this day as a sub. They're a nationwide general contractor. And me and the old owner definitely got close as time went on. And it was just life-changing for me. Just the information. A little quick view of just where I'm at. Kind of just check out the scene. I have to get with the Trey Wells. Escape media graphic. So I'm sure you know how to chop it up and all that good stuff. So if it's at the end or the beginning, I'm not sure. I'll let Trey do his thing, okay? So I'm at Pattaya, Asia, which is a city outside Thailand. Yeah, like I said, this has been a life-changing experience when it comes to just travel. I've been to some third world countries before. Again, I think the togetherness. Jamaica had some of that too. You really see that in a lot of your third world countries, and I think it's a lot different than America. The gentleman moved away from me, so I can kind of keep rolling on my video. But like I was saying, I had an opportunity with the federal government. She was just like, no, I can't move if I want to. People have been so nice here. When I say nice, it's nice. Kind of genuinely nice too. But again, I wanted to do things different. I had a mentor. Been on Airs for a while, and they were nationwide GC. Started picking up a lot of work from Lowe's. I've traveled all over the Southeast when it comes to Lowe's work. A lot of tear out and putbacks when it comes to the concrete world. A lot of maintenance when it comes to the inside of the buildings. We also work for a company called Crossman, which is the #1 flooring company in the world. That's big props to my dad. Dad started off cleaning and the grounds, which we've always cut a lot of grass. I mean, even as a child, I think I was cutting grass 7, 8 years old. My brother was about 7 years older than me, so he would have been 17. I'd have been 10, 9, 10. So that just kind of comes natural. We also grew up pulpwooding. Kind of the baby logging business, so just being in the woods is kind of a happy place for me, which is why we do the forestry mulching. But we got with Colonel Span, of course, Dad. Again, big testament to him. I owe him all thanks. He was able to get Colonel Span to really see the dedication and loyalty that he had. And then other small opportunities would start coming up because they started buying houses and stuff across the street from the plant for workers that would come over from overseas. So I got a chance to start rehabbing a lot of those houses, starting with small projects, whether it's just installing some of their flooring and changing out some fixtures, this, that, and the other. Had a lot of people through Greek plumbing, and definitely my father-in-law, which is Mr. Ricky Davis, really jump in and just help me out a ton in the beginning. Of course, a lot of that stuff went through Harris at first. To Colonel Span really saw that I could get it done, and then a lot of that work they started subbing directly to me. Now I think I've rehabbed every house they own. Do a lot of projects inside the plant, whether it's be concrete or paint, epoxy work, striping, or ceiling cleaning. We did all the set outs for the plumbing set outs. Redid all the bathrooms, built bathrooms. They have a $400 million bill coming up now. Will be a huge part of that. So just been able to do a lot of stuff with them and just kind of grow our relationship with them. And then the done a lot of federal government work, whether it be with JVs or team agreements with Earth Services, Stone Construction, stuff that I self-perform. Do a lot of work at Eglin Air Force Base, Homestead Air Force Base, in Fort Parks in California, Anderson Army Depot, just a lot of different places we've been able to just work at and just, build a relationship with individuals. And now it kind of comes forward, this is fast forward, and just so much stuff is happening, and I kind of guide you guys through that as time goes on, just from renting offices to now owning offices and buying property, and now purchasing company vehicles, business credit, and there's just so many different things that have changed from when I first started doing business to where I am now. And that all kind of comes around to big shout out to my cousin niece Jazz, Jasmine Simmons. She works for CEI. She's self-employed too. She's a disadvantaged minority woman-owned vet business. We'll be doing some joint venture teaming agreements together. But she came to me one day. She's like, "Hey, I got some people you gotta meet them." And at this time, if you've been in business for a while, you understand that you get burned up, things go bad, things go sour, people lie to you, steal from you. There's just so much stuff that goes with business, especially being successful, that you kind of close your circle off when it comes to just letting people in. And but me knowing Jasmine and knowing her spirit, I had to give it a try, and I can't do nothing but thank God for just the mind clarity to give it a chance and listen to them and listen to what they had to say. I think it was Derek Ellis, Miss Tanya Smitherman, and Miss Mercedes that came and visited. A little young man too. Came and visited my office the first time, and Jasmine actually gave a class on government contracting, which she crushed it. She did the PowerPoint. She kind of led the class, and I just chimed in on where I needed to chime in. And from there, it started a relationship. And Tanya being from the real estate side, Miss Lavano was from the real estate side. I think Tanya been in the banking industry. And Mercedes had project manager for Johnson Controls. And it was a lot of things that they used to speak about, or they started to talk about, that was right in line with another mentor I had, which was Renato Phillips. Renato retired from the government, and he was QA, kind of QC, for some of the bigger contracts. Like when I say big, Boeing, just billion-dollar contracts, whether it be tank projects or aircraft projects. Renato was an inspector, so he understood what they were looking for from the government, and he really changed my mind frame when it comes to how my business needed to be set up and operated, organization, safety, quality control. There was just so much stuff that he gave me. It was really, a lot of it was over my head. I'm not Mr. College degree or anything. Everything I kind of picked and learned is really more for people. But the C2C crew kind of spoke the same language that Renato spoke, and as we just grown together, it was kind of Tanya and Mercedes' idea to get the knowledge out of my head. And then I'm like, well, man, I know so many people with knowledge in their head. So came up with C2C Innovations. The name and all that stuff was really just kind of cool how we came up with it. And from there, is now why I'm here, I guess. I say why I'm here, but I'm here. I'm excited. I normally wouldn't shoot a bunch of videos or even publish them. I got thousands of them. And Tony just told me that was God telling you to start saving up some data, I guess, or some evidence of what all you've done. So I have hundreds of videos of just jobs, certain jobs that I've worked on, or just different things that I've done. Tons of photos from my first office to the office that we own now, which we're in the middle of rehabbing. And we're just going to kind of take you back through the journey, and then share all the information that we possibly can. And if we don't have that information, we're going to put you in contact with the right people. I think we have just a large staff of subject matter experts. I have lawyers, doctors, and banker friends, site prep guys, asphalt guys, concrete guys, painting guys, frame guys, GCs, you name it. I'll do videos with, or some type of podcast with multiple people in multiple industries. I've worked on some large projects. We manage a lot of property now. Do a lot of work for CSX. We'll share all those stories, how I got rolling, how we was able to start a janitorial service with CSX in Talladega and grow that to multiple state project management and take care of all the projects for CSX. or a subsidiary of them, which is TDSI. Just the different things that we've been through in business, the goods, the bads, the ups, the downs. I'm excited for the journey. I have a crew that is unbelievable as far as my business partners. Man, I mean, just it's truly amazing how this has kind of came together. The fact that I'm even doing this video and speaking about it just speaks volumes. Kind of, in a sense, a private person. I love people. I always have. Definitely, I would think a master networker. Been able to put some beautiful projects together with a team of people. We got them done. And a lot of that, again, I think is a testimony to my mom and being adventurous and outgoing, well-spoken. She's always been big on just, how you carry yourself, the way you look, professionalism, and the things that you say, and just be careful on how you say it. That goes to dealing with employees, whether it's customers, whether it's, anything. This has been a cool journey. It definitely has. Definitely be shooting a lot more videos. Just kind of talking about how we got here and then what we're going to do moving forward. I'm so excited about the teaching aspect. A little nervous. I guess it's a different chapter for me. Again, it's something that I've done kind of silently, one-on-one, versus doing it for the world to see. I am excited though. I really think it's going to take off. When you have people that have good intentions and that are genuine, it's just so easy to, it just happens. We don't plan it when we get together and shoot videos or just talk about stuff. It just happens. We don't have to practice 20 times or 30 times. I'm one taking this video, so if I made a mistake, hey, it is what it is. I'm happy to have my purpose, and it really seems like that's coming to fruition. I've definitely done a lot of things that I didn't want to do, whether it's been 70, 80 feet in the air. I didn't really want to do that, but I didn't want to tell my customer no and let somebody else did it, so I did it. But now I'm to the point during life to where I'm getting a chance to do some of the things that I really want to do, which is truly, I'm so thankful for that. And this is one of those life-changing trips it kind of makes me really hone in on that thankfulness, because you see so many individuals that really don't have the opportunity that I had. And I see that in America too, but it's really a huge difference over here just because we're third world. I think in America we take a lot of things for granted. This has definitely shown me that. I'm guilty of that. But we're here, and I am thankful for that. Thankful for the team that I have, staff that I have, so solid internally. We're really growing as a business. I hope you guys really enjoy this journey as we grow, and try to help you grow as well. Sure, I'll be shooting some other stuff, kind of get more into detail on just some of the different transitions, but this was just an overall of me in business. Definitely a family guy, kids, and just love, very close to my cousins and different relatives. I'm one of those individuals, if I tell you I love you, definitely love you. And it's like that even with our business relationships. Loyalty is a huge part of business. I think it's been definitely times that I've lost a lot of money on certain projects, but when I really thought about it, the individuals that was guiding me through it, or who I may have subbed from at that time, their intentions wasn't bad. That just happens. And what you do in that situation is really kind of evaluate like what happened and what changes can we make, how can we be better, and then implement those changes. It's always a growing, learning curve process in anything that you do, and I think we're here to kind of help that learning curve be as soft as possible. Here, a young lady just trying to sell some stuff that I really didn't want it, but it's okay to give a little bit. So I'm about to wrap this up, but hopefully this is kind of gave you a little overview of just some stuff that we've done, things we've been through in business. I'll get a lot more in detail as the teaching starts or the classes really pick up, but just wanted to kind of give you guys a little shout out from Thailand. Still kind of unreal for me, or surreal, I guess. And definitely going to be taking a lot more trips myself, just vacation, just kind of soaking it in. Like I said, I got a good staff now. They were actually happy to see me go. So that in itself is a testimony. So, you guys have a good day. Let's go C2C. I'm really excited, and I want to see you guys achieve your dreams. I had a lot of help along the way, and And I hope I can just be a portion of the blessing that a lot of people have been to me. Guys, go achieve your dreams. Push hard, work hard, don't give up. It's going to be tough times. It's going to be hard times. People are going to laugh at you. They're going to think you're stupid, call you stupid. Don't worry. You can't worry about that. You got to know that the Creator's got you. If your intentions are good, you're willing to put the work in, anything is achieved. Guys, have a good day.